Guys and girls, welcome back to Watch the Time. So here's the Pagani Design PD-1717 version 2. There you go. I apologise that it's going to be a little bit of a repetition. I did put a poll out and I'm only giving the people what they want. I believe in democracy at this point, or any point really. Democracy is good, and they voted for it, so I'm going to do a review. I will try and make it as concise as possible because there's going to be a lot that's similar between the version 1 and version 2. There's not been an awful big difference, but the difference there is the hands. Yeah, they should have done it in the first place, let's be honest. Hopefully they don't make that mistake again. They shouldn't really be able to bring a version 2 out so soon to the version 1, especially with baby hands on it. I don't know what that's all about, but they're a good store. They're very engaging. I know they understand. They know they messed up and they try getting a version 2 out, double rapid, and it looks much better. It's made a world of difference. It's not perfect given the fact there's still a couple of things I mentioned in my pants section, but I think this. I still maintain what I said before. To date, this is the best Pagani Design watch that I've had in for review. Impressed, very impressed. And hopefully this is the sign of things to come from Pagani Design. So as I say, I apologise that I'm going to have to go over some of the old stuff that I've done before, but the people wanted it, so here it is. I really appreciate you tuning back in and all your support. So without further ado, let's get the camera turned around and get on with it. Hi guys and girls, so this is the watch. As I say, it's the version 2. I did a little poll to see what you guys wanted to see. You guys wanted to see a review. I'll try and make it as concise as possible. As I said, there is no difference really, aside from the fact that the hands are longer. And on this one, I did plump for a white dial, just because I feel like that one looked really nice in the pictures. Usual packaging you get from Pagani Design. Excuse me. Outer box, Pagani Design box inside. You get the cleaning cloth. And there's the watch itself. I put that to the side. Hang tag. I did take out, if I can grab them, I think I stuck them down the side. I did take out 3 links for it to fit my wrist, and just I've used a couple levels of micro adjustment as well. Let's just pop all that to the side though. As you say, warranty card and all that inside. I don't know how much that really counts for, to be honest. But there's the watch, and as you'll see straight away, those hands far better. The other ones look like they shrunk in the wash, but these ones are bang on. So like I said, I'll run through the specs and stuff very quickly. Usual sort of stuff I normally do. It won't be anywhere near as long, I don't suspect, given a lot of it is just sort of repetition in terms of, because the watch generally, aside from the fact I've gone for a different dial and the hands is the same, but I wanted you guys to have a look at it. As I said, put this up as an extra upload because I want you guys to have a look, because I think as much as there's a couple of things that I still will mention in pants, they've smashed it with putting these hands on, and they should have done it in the first place, no doubt. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. There's nothing you can change about that. So the model number for this is the PD-1717, and they said it's the version 2. Inside it's running an automatic Seiko NH35 movement. I'll bring some brief information up about that now. Seiko NH35, also known as a 4R35, winning the Seiko watch. 24 joules, 21,600 beats per hour. Nice, rugged, reliable movement, no problems. I would have preferred the NH38 in this, given the fact there's no date on the dial, but there you go. The case thickness, the construction of this watch, aside from the crystals, all 316L stainless steel, mixture of brushing and polishing throughout. And like I said on the last video, the finish on this watch is fantastic. And I'll reiterate what I said in the last one as well. I didn't think Pagani Design had this in their locker, to be honest, in terms of the finishing. So very nicely done. The case thickness of this watch is 13mm. The diameter 8 to the 2 is 38.1, and when you go from 9 to the 3, including the crown, it's 41.6mm, because it's quite a big crown they've used. The lug width is 20, tapering down to 18, back up to 20 at the partly milled clasp. The lug to lug, tip to tip, is 45.2mm, and that does stay, given the fact it's got female end links to the center link, so it doesn't protrude anymore. The bezel is a fixed high polished bezel, and the case back, in case you missed the last one, is screwed down. Just some information on there telling you about that as well. And the crown is situated at the 3 o'clock. It is a screw down crown, and nice size, nicely finished inside in terms of the etching. I said that on the the video before, I did like how they finished the crown, so that will continue to be the case given the fact it's pretty much identical apart from the hands. As I say, the bracelet is stainless steel. It does have push pins, which I would have preferred screw pins, but there you go. But like I say, nice satiny brushing on there, guys, polished on the inner links. But as I say, partly milled. The outer shell's only pressed, but the inner two elements are milled. And the crystal covering that dial is sapphire crystal, and it's got a nice bit of domage on there. As I said on the version 1, I did like that. Yeah, so there you go. The water resistance is cited as being 200 meters, so there's 20 atmospheres of water resistance. But I think I've said before, with any of these watches, pretty much most of the watches on AliExpress, they're not going to be certified. But the case is screwed down. The case back, excuse me. The crown and the crystal's nicely seated, so I wouldn't have a problem getting this wet, to be perfectly honest. And the weight will appear in the top right hand corner. It's in and around 137 grams, give or take, with the 3 links out. Let's have a look at the dial now, guys, very, very quickly, given I've done this before. We've got a rehout with a minute track going around the outer edge, sort of sitting up a little bit. It's not a proper rehout, it's sort of just a raised minute track, if you like. Inside there, the dial is stunning. Really, really like that textured dial. That's what drew me to get the white one the next time. Let me undo the crown quickly. Let me take the hands to the 20 past 8 position, which is my favourite position, given it allows you to have a look at the watch properly. Yeah, numerals from 1 to 12, nicely finished. And yeah, Pagani Design logo, no script writing at the 12. I love that, Pagani, keep that up. Above the 6, you've got 20 bar 200 meters automatic, just denoting some of the information of water resistance of the watch. And the hands and indices, all loom filled. I'll bring that up now, and as you'll see, they just look, even from the loom shots, you'll see it just looks different. The hands just look twice the size, and they hit where you would expect them to hit. And the loom, again, decent, not great. I'm not going to say it's great, but it's decent, much better than some of the other offerings they do offer. But yeah, so going back to the hands, as I say, would I have spoken about these hands had they not been a problem first off? Maybe not, but given the fact that it was an issue with the hands, and they've rectified it very quickly, and they've just put slightly longer hands on, and I think it just makes the watch look that much better for it, to be honest. But yeah, that's the dial, guys. Let me just, as I say, hacking hand-winded movement. You take it out all the way out. There's 2 clicks, obviously, because there's a ghost position, unfortunately. You put it all the way back in, you can hand-wind it. If you take it out to the first position, you might be able to hear, you can change the date and stuff, which is unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is. Nice sort of shaped crown as well. As I said, I've had no problems with this. Had this on for a few days now. I wanted to try and get it out as soon as possible, because I know there's limited coverage on the version 2. But yeah, that's the dial, guys. That's all that good stuff. I'll pop it on the wrist quickly, give you an idea of what it looks like on my wrist, and then we'll run through the pants and Pukka again very, very quickly, given there's not going to be a whole difference from before. But that's what it looks like on my wrist, and I think you'll agree that white dial is stunning. I hope I've really done it justice in the macro shots at the start. But yeah, that's what it looks like on the wrist. Yeah, beautiful watch, as I said before. So that would now take me on, let me just give it a quick wipe, to what I think is pants and Pukka about the watch. We're very, very quickly, because it's going to be identical from before. So what I think is pants is the outer shell, the press clasp, the push pins, and the ghost position. They on the previous version I did mention the hands, but given the fact they've rectified that, obviously that can't be mentioned. So yeah, the clasp on the outer shell, the push pins, and the ghost position. What I think is pants. What I think is Pukka is a sapphire crystal. Yeah, no, you always knew I was going to say that. The logo on the dial, the crown in terms of how it's shaped, how it's finished, nice. The case size, the bracelet, the fit and finish, and the upgraded hands are what I think Pukka. And like you said, most of that is the same apart from the upgraded hands. So yeah, just to surmise, the sapphire crystal, the logo on the dial, the crown, the case size, the bracelet, the fit and finish, and the upgraded hands are what I think of Pukka. And would I recommend the version 2? Most definitely, guys. Please do pick one up. I'll leave a link in the description. It is an affiliate link, but affiliate links don't cost you any more. I tried being as concise but brief as possible, because I don't want to bore you guys, given the fact that you've probably watched the version 1. So please forgive me. I did put a poll out. People did want to see a review rather than just a little look and tell. So, but yeah, there's the watch, guys. I hope it tickles your fancy. I hope the longer hands do make a difference, and you nab one. But guys and girls, please let me know what you think about this watch, and maybe any other watches you may want to see on the channel. And as always say, don't forget to like, subscribe, and always watch your time. Take care guys, all the very best.